All right, in this video, we're going to take a look at calculating arc length and sector area of a circle. So we're going to start with arc length, which we've talked a little bit about this in prior videos, that the arc length here, which I've labeled S, you can think of it as the length of the crust that you would get on your slice of pizza. So when we create a slice of pizza, we have an angle here, a central angle theta, and it's going to create this crust with our slice, and we have the radius of the pizza is r. Now, this length of our crust, this arc length, is a fraction or a portion of the entire distance around the edge or the entire crust of the pizza, which is the circumference. So we can think of the ratio of the arc length to the entire circumference of the circle, which, if we know the radius, is 2 times pi times r. So this s over 2 pi r, this amount of our pizza crusts, or our pizza slices crust, compared to the entire crust of the pizza, is going to be proportional to theta over 2 pi, where theta is the central angle our slice of pizza makes, and then all the way around the circle is 2 pi radians. So in this theta is in radians. If it's in degrees, if you're given theta in degrees, you can convert it to radians, or you could just do whatever this is out of 360 degrees. But in terms of the formula will involve theta in radians, so we're going to stick with this. So we have s over 2 times pi times r equals theta over 2 times pi. Well, if we cross multiply, we get 2 pi times s equals 2 pi r times theta. And then dividing both sides by this 2 pi, the 2 pi's are going to, when we divide both sides by it, they're going to cancel out, leaving us with s equals r times theta. So this amount of crust that we get on our slice, this arc length, is the radius of the circle times the angle theta, where theta is in radians. So if it's in degrees, you might want to convert it to radians if you are a fan of using the formula. Me personally, I'm a fan of proportions, so that's just me. Now, sector area, on the other hand, represents the amount of actual pizza that we get. So when we take our slice of pizza, yes, we do get a crust, but we also get the entire slice. So just like before, this sector area, which we're going to call A for area, this sector area is a portion of the entire area of the circle, or the entire pizza itself. So the area for a circle is pi r squared. So we have the sector area A, this amount of actual pizza that we get to eat, out of pi r squared, so A over pi r squared, the whole pizza area is pi r squared, equals theta over 2 pi, where again, theta is in radians. So if it's in degrees, you can either do whatever it is out of 360 degrees, which is what I like to do, but I know not everyone wants to do things the same way. Or if it's thetas in radians, it's theta over 2 pi radians. So when we cross multiply here, we get 2 pi times A equals theta times pi r squared. And again, dividing both sides by 2 pi, the pi's are going to cancel out, so we'll get theta r squared over 2, or we can just write that as 1/2 theta r squared. And again, theta is in radians, so if you want to use the formula, make sure you have theta in radians and not degrees, so you might have to convert. All right, example 5, find the exact arc length and sector area for the circle with a radius of 5 feet and a theta is pi over 2, or 90 degrees. So this is 1/4. Pi over 2 is 1/4 of the entire circle. So if we're taking 1/4 of the entire circle, we're going to take 1/4 of the circumference for the arc length, and we're going to take 1/4 of the area for the sector area. So for arc length, we have S is r times theta, which is 5 times pi over 2, which is 5 pi over 2 feet. So again, if we found the circumference to be 10 pi, and then took 1/4 of that, 1/4 of 10 pi is 10 pi over 4, which is 5 pi over 2. So again, you could look at it as this is 1/4 of the circle, so you should take 1/4 of the circumference. Just like for sector area, this is 1/4 of the circle, take 1/4 of the area. So for sector area, we can use the formula 1/2 theta r squared. I personally would just take and find the area and divide it by 4. But 1/2 theta is pi over 2, r is 5. So when we multiply this out, we get area is 25 pi over 4, and again, because it's area, it's in square feet. So, all right, that about does it for this video. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.